Hi, Tim, Marilyn. This is your dad, and I'm sure glad I could have this occasion to let you know how happy I was. I remember your wedding so well. I performed it for you there in the Hamburg church, you'll remember, and it was so overwhelmingly interesting that people were passing out. Old Jim Bradley, one of the groomsmen, fainted dead away, and they had to haul his body off of the stage. You remember that? That was quite an incident. Well, I know you've had a wonderful marriage, and your mother and I have always been so happy for you and proud that you were able to have such a good marriage, and I appreciate so much all your hard work with your college kids, teaching them every week, and of course I'm so proud of Marilyn's options for women speeches that she gives all over and counseling. That's a wonderful ministry, and you kids have really done well. And I'm glad you're going to have a nice time. You've got a wonderful daughter and children, and Christy's doing some planning that will make for your anniversary being a wonderful day. And so I wanted to just tell you how thankful I was that you turned out to be such a wonderful son and daughter-in-law, and that you've been able to be so successful in your business, and especially in the Lord's work. And I just pray for you every day, along with my other children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Hello, Tim, Marilyn. Congratulations on your anniversary. This is your favorite cousin from Arizona. You remember where that is, right? That beautiful part of the country. Sawyer and I this is Sawyer here. Sawyer and I wanted to wish you and Tim a very, very happy anniversary. We just had ours. Travis and Tyler surprised us. It was quite a surprise. Anyway, just to keep it sweet and short, the good Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll have another 50 years. And it's a blessing. It certainly is a blessing. And I don't know if it can get any better, but I hope I'm so proud of you and so proud to say that I know you, how blessed I am to have you as a cousin. Anyway, happy anniversary. We sure love you, and sure wish we could get together again. So from the Aganters in Arizona, happy anniversary. Thanks. Bye.
Hi everybody. We are the Snogren family. I am Glenn.
I'm Holly.
I'm Bryce.
I'm Alicia.
And this is Bella.
And we are related to my Uncle Tim and Marilyn because my mother is Tim's sister. And we are all here to say Happy Anniversary!
Tim and Marilyn, thank you for all you've meant to my life. And I just wanted to share a few memories that are very important to me. I know that just a few years after you got married and started a family, you moved to Denver and accepted the responsibility of us teenagers and college students at Southwest Church in Southwest Denver. And under your leadership, I remember the teens and college students going downtown to Larimer Street and preaching and singing and playing the piano for the Harbor Lights group that gathered every Monday night. We led the singing and preached to Denver's homeless. And then on Sunday afternoons, I remember picking up kids from the Curtis Park projects and taking them to the Volunteers of America for an afternoon Sunday school. And hundreds of kids were reached, and many of them becoming Christians. Grateful for those memories. One of my favorite memories of those days was the group of us that would go to your house for Sunday dinners. And after we ate, Marilyn would lay down and take a nap with the kids, and Tim, you'd sit in the living room with us and talk to us about life and our faith and our dating relationships, the rewards of being married. Those things changed my life. I think second only to my parents' example was the example that the two of you set for me. I wanted to do things right so I could have a relationship like the one that you had with each other. I'll never forget the Sunday when you told me that you were leaving, moving to Florida, and our magical days of ministry and growing together were at an end. And I couldn't imagine who could lead us, take the role that you had played in my life. And I asked you about that, Tim, and you said, Steve, I think you should lead the group. I was scared to death. I didn't think it would work. And certainly there were a lot of rough spots as I tried to recover from losing my mentors. But it was the beginning of a long ministry for me in the church, both for me and my family. And it was built on a foundation of your example to me and your confidence in me. And I've watched you repeat that story again and again with all the students that you've led over the years. I owe so much of my success to your vision and your confidence and the way you changed my marriage. And I'm so grateful for your part of my life. I love you both. Happy 50th anniversary.
Hi, Tim and Marilyn. I don't know if you remember me. You probably don't know this old man. But at one time I was Tim's partner in business. And we had a lot of great experiences together. I remember especially Marilyn and Julia spending all week making posters. And in fact, Matthew grew up thinking that a magic marker and a razor blade was something you could play with every day. I also remember Tim and I coming back to the house, and Marilyn had burned herself on a bunch of grease on the stove and threw it out the front door. And it's all kinds of experiences like that we remember. We called Tim Henry Kissinger in our business, because anytime there was any contact that needed to be made with somebody or present them with a bill or something, well, Tim was willing to take care of it, so he, of course, got the job. I remember one job that we were just finishing up, and the lady came in and wanted to know how much she owed us. So Tim made out this bill, and his handwriting wasn't probably any greater than mine. And so he hands her this bill, and she's ready to go upstairs and write the check out. And she says, "Is this for $2,900 or $3,900?" He said, "Oh, no, it's for $2,900. And as soon as she got away from us, he said, "Boy, I wish I'd have just stuck with it and told her it was $3,900. That would have been a whole lot better." But that was, there was always something happening with our families, our kids. They kind of grew up together until y'all moved back down to Florida, and we sure missed you. And Christy offered to for us to come down there for a vacation, but she didn't offer to pay for the motel. So I guess we're just gonna do this instead. And a lot of great memories, like the first time we went to Nationwide. We took 5 vehicles and drove 24 hours and to get up to Denver, and then on up above Denver to the first Nationwide. That was a great experience, and we went back many times after. In fact, we went back this year for the first time in many years. So we have a lot of good memories of y'all, and wishing you a happy 50th anniversary.
We love you, Tim and Marilyn. Everyone that's up here in some way or other was affected by your ministry here. Carol Ann and I got together. We have to give you credit for us getting together. We're thankful for that. 45 years. Yeah.
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary, Tim and Marilyn. This is Don and Vicki Hunt from the good state of Iowa. We want to send these wishes along your way. And to me, it's a golden anniversary. And golden stands for godly, obedient, loving, devoted, everlasting, and nurture. All of those pertain to you too, especially. Your joyful hearts are very tender to us. We so appreciate everything that you have done for us.
Shall we sing a song?
Sure. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary, Tim and Marilyn. Happy anniversary to you. And many more. Bye-bye.
Congratulations, Tim and Marilyn, on your 50th wedding anniversary from some old college friends in Iowa. Tim, I can remember when you and Marilyn were getting married, how excited you were to marry her.
And how long have you put up with him?
Anyway, Lord bless you, and happy anniversary.
We love you from Iowa.
Love you.
Happy anniversary, Tim and Marilyn. 1969 is a long time ago, back when I had hair. There have been several couples through the years that have earned the statement from Earl to Pearl. That's me. And it goes like this. When the husband and wife are both standing there, I look at the husband and I look at the wife, and I say very seriously, the better I know your husband, the more I appreciate you. All I have to say is, Marilyn, you must be a saint. My time with Tim was back when he was a senior in high school and I was a junior at tiny Hamburg High School. He had moved to town to live with Terry and Linda, and we, shall we say, were good friends. It wasn't long till Tim was spending more time at my house, our house, than he was with Terry and Linda. Here are a couple of memories. Days my grandmother's old Ford pickup was available for us to drive, and it was worn out, it was ugly, and basically it was nasty. Tim and I would, in that old Ford pickup, drive the loop in Hamburg with no driver. Let me explain the no driver part. So picture the pickup, this old ugly pickup, going down the street with one person with both arms outside the cab, waving at the passenger side, and the other side there is no driver. That passenger side rider was saying, forward, 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 forward. Oh, hit the brake, hit the brake, hit the brake, and shift gear, and we went entire loop, which involved two U-turns. Now that's pretty amazing, you have to agree. I think it was Tim's idea. Matter of fact, I'm sure it was. We never got in trouble for it, never hit anybody, but it was kind of fun. There are other stories, but suffice it to say, it's probably a good thing that Tim and I haven't lived in the same place all these years. Again, happy anniversary. God bless. We love you.
Hi, Tim and Marilyn. This is Leanna Crane Atwell. You knew me from down in Monterey, Louisiana. I was the younger sister of Carol Ann, Kathy, Bill, and Enoch. So I just wanted to say that you guys were great in ministry. I remember you very fondly, and all of the programs that we did, the bus programs, and making posters with all the song lyrics on them for the kids. And in fact, I am a music minister today in Indiana. So you guys were a great influence, and I just wanted to wish you a very happy 50th anniversary.
Hi, this is Enoch Crane. I met Tim and Marilyn Paul down in Monterey, Louisiana as a teenager, and they had a big impact on a lot of us guys growing up there as they were working with the youth. And they even let me spend the night at their house down in Florida after I graduated college when I was interviewing at an international flight school down there. I understand it's your 50th wedding anniversary, Tim and Marilyn, and just want to wish you all the best. Happy 50th wedding anniversary.
Marilyn, Ron and Monica here with a special greeting for you on your 50th wedding anniversary. We love you guys and just want to say congratulations. Tim, I remember when I met you, I was in the 5th grade. I think you were in the 7th grade. We came and spent a week with your family down in Orlando, watched you play baseball, and so we've been friends for, close to 60 years.
And Marilyn, we met in college, freshman year, 2 girls from Phoenix that I met, and I remember the first time that Sylvia saw snow, and I don't remember if that was your first time, but we were out there being ridiculous in the first snowfall of Iowa, and it was fun from then on. It's always been fun. And then you guys got married, and we had quite a few years of not being in contact while we went to the West Coast, and you guys went to Florida.
So I think Monica's leaving out a story. Isn't there something in there about eating cookies when you couldn't get a date and laughing about that? So is that telling stories? Anyway,
yeah, that's too much.
Anyway,
Too much info.
It's so fun to get reconnected with you guys. The fact that we took a look at possibly working together down in Lakeland, and that still, even though it didn't work out that way, it still meant the world to me that we would look at that and that you guys would be open to that. So lots of love and respect for you guys.
And we just want to say that it was so fun this last year being in Florida with you to see options and the home where we had watched over video, the college kids being in there. It just really brought in how much God just intended for you two to be together, how much you work in tandem, and how much you're doing for God. So it's an honor to say happy anniversary and how much we love you.
Bye guys, we love you.